Hi everyone, I'm April from The Moon is My Calendar, and this is a short video for lunar tracking and the benefits of working with a circular moon calendar. What I'm going to show you comes from the 2024 lunar wall calendar. And the wall calendar can be written on, can be worked with in tracking, but it can also serve as a visual reference. And when we connect with time as a cycle, with time as an expression of nature, we can begin to move with that rhythm. So, this is really about how to be with that rhythm and how to experience the lunar cycle as a microcosm of a solar year. So this is one lunar cycle. In the calendar that I've designed, the new moon is at the top. So this is the beginning, the opening of the cycle. And this is similar to winter time. It's similar to winter solstice in that it's a time of darkness. It's a time of rest. It's a time of hibernation. You may experience this moment in different ways. No two moons, no two moons, no two new moons, no two winters are ever exactly the same. And still, there's this calling to honor stillness, calling to be with those dreams that come from the rest and come from the darkness. So this is the new moon. And so the whole lunar cycle is this gradual, ever shifting experience of change, of waxing and opening up to more light, just like from winter to spring. The first quarter moon is akin to the spring equinox. And then continuing to grow, continuing to wax and expand up to the full moon, just like with the summer solstice, the maximum amount of light. And so, working and just even having this calendar up in your space, whether or not you track on here or write anything, it's this reference and this reminder to see the gradual nature of change in terms of this pulse of opening up and closing, expanding and contracting. So, after the full moon, then, the moon begins to wane. And so this is going from summer and transitioning to what's like the fall, the last quarter moon, this time of less and less light, shifts in the weather. And some of these transitions may be harder than others. We all have different experiences, and seasons around the world are all very different. And so there may be times of the year that are more challenging. For me, it was always moving from summer into fall. And especially with the school year, if you are a student or have children who are in school, there can be a feeling of this never ending, endless summer. And then without the skills that come from a practice like lunar tracking or a cyclical awareness, there can be breakdowns that come when we're not transitioning along with the change or the changes. So seasonally, having practices in place that help you, almost like kind of pumping the brakes around the expansiveness of summertime to the more structured time of fall, to maintain our health, to maintain our sense of it's time to prepare for going inward, because after this last quarter moon and the autumn equinox, then we move back into the winter. The lunar cycle happens more quickly. It's still gradual, but this is a training. So every year we have 12 or 13 lunar cycles to practice our cyclical awareness, so that in the whole solar year, where that change is much more incremental and almost imperceptible, that we can move through some of those seasonal transitions with more ease. So I hope this short video was helpful, and a helpful reminder of even just the benefit of seeing time as a cycle and as a circle, having this visual reminder of finding a date on the Gregorian calendar and then locating yourself even just seeing, to help to make that imprint in our experience of how we move through our days, how we pulse with more activity and then wind down, how we move through our month or our lunar cycle, and how we move through the year. All of those are connected, and it's really not about getting it perfect. It's about remembering where we are in the cycle, what our needs are for that time of the year or that time of the month, and tending to those needs, because it's the cyclical awareness brings us into relationship with constant ongoing shifting change and all those fluctuations. The lunar cycle provides a steady rhythm, like a steady cadence. It helps us to entrain ourselves in this way to move with cycles and to move with more ease, and see where it is where there may be some tricky points that are harder to transition in or out of. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I hope this was helpful. Please comment below any parts that really stand out to you that help you connect with your own practice of lunar tracking. Any questions that you have, I'd love to hear from you. And please like and subscribe to this channel and this video so that you can find out when the next video comes out. I appreciate your presence. And a little announcement. The 2025 New Moon Calendar and Journals are about to launch for pre-orders. The pre-sale will be happening. I'm planning it around the full moon, although there's a lot of little nuts and bolts that need to happen, details to work out before then. But it will be announced soon, and I just wanted to put the word out just so that it's the ripples and the waves begin to happen, and stay tuned for the announcement. This will be the 11th edition, and it's just even, it feels like it's coming into its prime in many ways, that more people are ready for this work. And it's not about being perfect. It's not about never making mistakes. There's no one right way to practice lunar tracking or connecting with the moon. It's a personal relationship that deepens through self-study in relationship to the cycles. So thank you so much. Until next time, bye for now.